Okay, yeah. So sure. Yeah. So is everybody saying it? Any feedback? Okay. So scaffold it is basically a tool that you need to build anything, anything you're building. Like it's just basically a tool that can help you build anything on Ethereum. So like if you read there, it's modern, it's clean. Basically it's using Next.js, not Next.js, Rainbow Kit. For those of us that know what Wagmin is, Wagmin and TypeScript. So we also support hard hats and foundry. Scaffold basically is like a library or just a tool for building faster. So if you're going for hackathons, going for, you need to just demo out something in your head and just make it build fast. So scaffold it is built by let me share this other screen. Uh-huh. Let me share another tab. Uh-huh. Okay. So Scaffold it is built by the Build Guild, and Scaffold it is built by the Build Guild. So according to read what's here, it's a created group of Ethereum builders creating products, prototype, and tutorials to enrich the Web3 ecosystem. It's a public good, so all you have to do is contribute. It's accessible to everybody. As far as like you're a builder, these are some of the builds. These are some of the builders, and that's how much I was streamed to people in Ethereum for their work well done. So let's go. So the next thing we want to talk about now is how do we use this tool called scaffolding now. So for instance, so there are two ways to do it. We can simply go to http.github. Um, can I pause for a minute? Um, hey guys, is everybody cool what I've been saying so far? Can I get feedback?
Yes, we can.
Okay. So that gives you the confidence to continue. Let me see. So I'm opening a new tab. Yeah. So I want to walk us through the GitHub. Yeah. So basically, I copied. For those of us that know how to use Git, you simply say git clone, scaffold it, stuff. So it's supposed to take you to the Git page. You see some contributions. This is how it looks on GitHub. This is the README. Please read the README, read the requirement, read some of this stuff so that you basically know what to do. Yeah, yeah,
Daniel, can you hear me?
yeah, yeah. I
Please,
can hear you.
can you reshare your screen? It's not coming up here.
Oh, it's not coming up. Okay, let me share it again. Um, Sorry. Yeah. Can everybody see it now? Can you guys see it?
Yes, we can see it now.
Okay. So I said this is the so for those of us that are using, if I should, I'm coming. Let me just share the whole screen permanently instead of sharing. Let me share the entire screen. Share. One sec. Oof. Windows. Let me see. Share. Can you guys see the entire Windows? Hello. Hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, so you can see the screen, right? So basically, this is it. There are two ways to do it. You can simply say git clone, then you clone it from GitHub directly, or you can use npx create it. Now, git clone is different for some couple reasons. With git clone, you are simply cloning, then you have to select the branch you want and all of this. But with the npx tool, it's just like npm create react app. It's always easier to use. So for the next thing I want to do, yeah, I want to go to my terminal. So this is my terminal. I think I have it opened. I'm opening another tab. So I want to simply say, I want to make a directory, mkdir. I'm coming. Okay, so I was running the commands, yeah. Let me go ahead and share the commands, yeah. Is everybody with me? Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you, Daniel.
Okay, one sec. I want to share this screen, but I think I'm having some permission issues here. I'm going to switch the browsers and come back in a minute. Hope that's cool.
Yeah, all right, awesome.
Okay. Okay.
Welcome back, Daniel.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm sharing the entire screen this time around. Is it visible? Is everybody with me?
We can see your screen.
Okay. Um, let me just get some few tabs from here. Move some few things from here. Uh-huh. So okay. Uh-huh. So from here and from here. Okay. So back to what I was saying, yeah. So there are multiple ways to do it. You can use git clone, scaffold it, and just clone it directly from GitHub. Can we see it? You can clone it directly from GitHub and just clone. And please read through the README. The README is going to give you like more better understanding, like so that there's this saying. Let me skip that. Okay, so then the next thing is, let's say we're going to go to our terminal. Can everybody see the terminal? Can you see the terminal?
We can see the GitHub, but we can't see the Telegram.
You can see my terminal.
But we can see your GitHub.
Okay, I'm sharing again. I'm sharing the entire screen. Can we see the terminal now?
The screen is still coming up.
Well, can you see the terminal when I switch to the terminal?
Can't see your screen. It's still coming up. Hasn't come
Okay.
down.
Okay. Um, uh-huh.
Okay, we're seeing your screen now.
Okay, now are you seeing the terminal?
Yes, we can see your terminal.
Okay, so good. So I want to walk through the process of how I build apps, like how I build a simple DAPP. The first thing I want to do is mkdir, make a directory, and directory should be something like it Lagos. And so we want to now cd into the directory. Yeah, don't mind me, I'm doing everything within the terminal, but it's the same thing. Create a directory, enter the directory. Then the next thing I want to do is run the command npx create it at latest based on what is on the website. Is everybody there?
Yeah, we're with you. We can see what you're doing.
Okay. So I say you need to install the following packages. Yes, install. Next thing is let it run through. So the name of the app is based on the folder. I'm just going to click enter. because I already have the name of the folder. And here it's prompting me to pick between hard hat or foundry. And for my case, I'll prefer using can we have a vote there, hard hat or foundry? Which one do you guys prefer?
I think how that goes.
How that goes, yeah. So we install the packages. I kind of prefer not installing the packages because installing is okay. Let's just installing might be slower. I rather install it separately. Is everybody with me?
Yeah, well, we do.
Okay, so now it's creating the packages, it's initializing the git repo. After it initializes the git repo, maybe we're going to later install the other stuff and basically run here and install. I'm just doing it so that it can be faster. Just git clone it down, give us the hard hat version of everything, and we get everything running. Is there any? Okay, so let's go back. So let's walk through the README with you. So basically, scaffolding comes with a bunch of things. It comes with hot reloading. So as you're changing your smart contract, you're seeing your live changes on the app here. We have custom hooks, we have components, and we also have burner wallets. There's also a burner wallet there in case of for those of you that have been building and you notice, what's it called again? The nonce issue. Has anybody noticed the nonce issue? There's this nonce issue that tends to happen. So when you have a different nonce from what is on your blockchain, like if you have a nonce that is greater than what is on a nonce number that is greater than what is on your blockchain, it's going to like fail the transaction. So and also some other little things that will just help your building that'll just help you build faster. So let's go. So the next thing we want to look at is basically the same thing. So there are two commands that I want everybody to notice. Yarn chain, yeah, is everybody with me? Yarn chain here runs your local hard hat node. Does that make sense, guys?
Yeah, well, we do.
Yeah, Yarn chain here runs your local hard hat nodes based on your hardhat.config.cs. Yarn deploys your smart contract to your local hard hats, but there are other configurations you can use to deploy to your mainnet, your testnet, Sepolia, Optimism, like any base, whatsoever network you're deploying to. Yarn starts your Next.js app on localhost 3000. Is everybody with me? So if you have any major issues, you can always reach out to me and I'm going to help. Ah, jeez. So we're going to have to wait a while. So okay, let's wait a while and let everybody catch up with me. Is that cool?
Yeah,
How does
very
that
cool.
sound? Okay. Should I stop presenting? I'm going to stop sharing here for a minute so that everybody can. Okay, let me just leave just this website on. So everybody, please catch up with me. http scaffoldit.io. You can simply just Google scaffold it and you find the website there. How good? Hello.
Daniel, well, we do.
Okay. So I'm waiting for everybody. Once everybody gets there and we have installed, then we would continue. Is there any questions from anybody?
Just a minute, Daniel.
Okay.
Yeah, please go ahead, Daniel. Wow, to part together.
I was asking if there's any questions from anybody.
It was I think the URL, but it's sorted out, right? Right, that's sorted out. Who is having
Hello. Yeah, I said the URL is right here. Can everybody hear me? So just search for the URL, please.
Yeah, we can hear you. Maybe you could just drop the URL in the chat. That to be easy for everyone to access it.
Okay, okay. Um, okay. Yep.
That's the URL. Yeah. Please go ahead, Daniel.
So if you have installed it, yeah, if you have installed it, yeah, it's supposed to look something like let me just simply say let me just say yarn install because I didn't install the last time. I'm installing, and once you run your yarn install, yeah, it's supposed to look. Yeah, are you are you
I
asking
was
something?
saying that I was saying that your screen is stopped at that sharing. It's not actually sharing.
Okay, okay. So okay, can you see it now?
Uh,
Yes.
still this, not yet.
Is everybody
Can
seeing
you
it?
reshare? No, it's not coming up. Can you reshare it?
Okay, okay. Sure. Has it come up?
Not yet. I'm just once it's up, I'll let you know. It's not coming up. It's just
Okay.
stuck on trying to share it.
Um, coming. Are we there yet?
Um, no,
Sure. Not still.
not yet.
I'm coming. Let me see. Let me change my network. I think that might be the issue. maybe with the stream going on.
Okay. All right.
Uh-huh. Just trying to share, trying to share, trying to share. That's crazy. One sec. Okay. Uh-huh.
Yeah, Daniel, are you there? All right. We'll just wait for Daniel to sort out these technical issues and yeah. Yeah, Mr. Daniel, can you hear us?
Okay. Um,
Can hear you. Can you hear us?
okay, hear me now.
Yes, we can hear you now. And we can
Is
also see your screen.
okay. So what I did after that, yeah, let me walk everybody through. After I initialized it, I ran yarn install. You can see the whole installation down there. Is everybody with me? So according to what is written to, like, let me just walk through with the readme. So to run your local chain, you want to first run yarn chain. Yeah. I want to open up on that terminal tab. Yeah. So I want to first run yarn chain. We run our local hard chain, our hard hat node here. So the next thing we want to do here is we are not planning on deploying our smart contract. So the next thing we want to do is run yarn start. Is everybody with me there?
Yeah, we're with you, Daniel. We're with you.
We want to run yarn start. Um, After I run yarn start, now I want to go to localhost 300. So when you go to localhost 300, it's supposed to start your next app, and We're waiting for the next app to start. Okay, so our next app has started. So this is our next app, as you can see, an Ethereum dev stack. So basically, it has a bunch of tools that it comes in by default. So regularly, normally you have to go around, hunt for, use the terminal and maybe get tokens from a different wallet and transfer it to your test wallet and all of that. But it comes with this default button here that you can just automatically add token to your current address. It comes with we haven't deployed any smart contracts here. We're supposed to see your like a UI for interacting with your deployed smart contracts. So we have a little block explorer here that comes automatically. So this is your block explorer. You can see your transaction hash. You can see the block number, the time the block was mined, the address from and the address to, just like Etherscan and the rest of the rest. You can, if you care about the details, you can go in, and so you don't need to like overthink these things, and like debugging and like testing your smart contracts and testing your development is a lot more easier. Tinkering as a whole is a lot more easier. Um, so on a normal day, you have to write tests for all of this, especially with smart contracts. But now you can just have, okay, let's just deploy your smart contract so I can give you a walkthrough through the UI. Well, just come here, basically the same thing, and just say, let me open a different terminal. Okay, I need to open a different terminal because I'm using the two terminal already. CD, as you can see, scaffold it. So what do I do? Yarn deploy. So here I'm deploying my basic smart contract. I think I'm going to give you guys a walkthrough. Control Shift plus, yeah, minus. Can everybody see these parts properly? So, so this is a regular VS Code interface. Let me go ahead and close all of this. This is just a simple contract that has an event in there. It's called your contract. It has an event in there. A greeting has a function to set greeting. It has a function to set greeting, and it has a function to withdraw how much was sent into it. Yeah, and also another function to read the greeting. Okay, so let's walk through it. So in order to walk through it, we have this debug part. If you remember, it has hot reloaded. As soon as you deploy your smart contract, it automatically refreshes and fetch the new state of your deployed smart contract. So let's walk through. So to read greeting, let me see what deployed. I think okay. So let's start by setting greeting. Now, if we read through the code here for set greeting here is a what is a payable function. So meaning that for us to set greeting, we have to pay. And if I say hi, now for those of you that have built on smart contracts before, you know how hard all of this is to do. To do this on a normal day, what you need like you need to start writing a bunch of tests to make sure set greeting works. You need to write a bunch of like on a regular basis, you have to always use code to interact with smart contract, except you're going to build out the UI before you work on the smart contract. But this is just it just gives you that whole like easy way out, just the UI, and you know, okay, is what I'm doing doesn't make sense. Is the function I'm writing doesn't make sense, and just like a visual representation of what you're doing exactly. So I can say my new greeting is hi everyone. Uh-huh. And I'm sending one ETH with it. So I'm about to pay one ETH I'm paying one ETH to send to say hi everyone. So I can simply say send transaction. And our new greeting here is what hi everyone, the owner of the smart. So these are like the variables within the smart contract. Let's go and look at it. You can see here owner of the smart contract set greeting. Our default greeting is building unstoppable apps. Our premium here is false. Total contact is one, and user greeting. I think we'll dive into that later. But when we come here, because we set a greeting, and this is the transaction receipt, the transaction hash, and everything. So because we set a greeting, we said hi everyone. We've changed the states from this greeting to hi everyone. So if you come up here, you look at it, you see what hi everyone. Does that make sense, guys? Hello? Is
Yeah,
everybody
well,
with me?
it is just that I think the display is kind of late. But of course, yeah, I think the display is kind of late.
Okay, the display is late, yeah? I think I'll
Yeah,
slow down in person to make sure everybody follows what I'm saying. Does that make sense?
yeah, makes perfect sense. Thank you.
Okay, so but does everybody get the hi everyone example I just made? Yeah, can we see it?
Sorry?
Does everybody get the hi everyone example I just made? The hi everyone example I just made, like the example I just
You
made.
are just, yeah, you know, when you speak, the display comes. And right now, we're not actually seeing your screen, right?
Wow.
You need to sign again.
What about now? Hello?
Hey, Danny, we're here with you, Danny.
Okay. Okay. So back to to what we were talking about. So as you can see, we have our variables here. I
Please
can.
share your screen. Screen is
Huh?
not.
My screen is not up.
Can you try resharing your screen?
Okay.
It's
I
getting
have
stuck
been
down.
constantly sharing it, but I don't know what's up. Like I don't know. What about now? Is it up?
Uh,
But I think you should leave the meeting and follow. So that we can see.
yeah, we can't see your screen right now.
Wow. Are you sure it's not network on your end or something? I don't know. I'm just trying to figure this stuff out. Um. Okay, one sec. Let me stop sharing. Uh. Okay. Can you there? Hello. Hello. So let me continue where I was basically doing. Yeah. So basically the as you can see, we've been able to set greeting based on what is here. We've said set greeting. Our greeting takes in a parameter, a new greeting, and we said hi everyone. I've set a greeting, and our greeting is in this particular case is a payable greeting. So we can also withdraw. We can withdraw, but exactly, you can see the error here. It said VM exception while processing, revert with reason, not the owner. So I'm going to go back and walk through the code here. And when you try to withdraw here, you see withdraw is only owner is permitted to withdraw from this particular function. So basically withdraw owner, and the same error that will happen on chain will happen when you're playing around with this particular playground that I've worked on. You can see the block explorer is updating to fit every of our to host every of our particular to basically fit our need. Yeah. um Hello. It's
Yeah, we can hear you. Can hear you, Daniel.
yeah. So it's hosting to, you can see the same function that we ran. We said set greeting underscore new greeting equals hi everyone. So that was the same thing that we ran that is updated on our block explorer here. So on a normal day, you have to. I think I had a friend that would like whenever I build anything, he will always want to deploy to testnet to check because there's a block explorer where you can see what's really going on, and he did that for a very long time until I showed him this one, and I was like, okay, there is no need for you to deploy to testnet to really see what is going on. You can use this little tool and just look at what's going on, look across it across multiple smart contracts. Yeah. So, and the next question people ask is, how does the UI scale? How is the UI? So, the UI here is basically using Tailwind. So we're using Tailwind for this. This is Tailwind on top of something they call DCUI. I can walk through it, but for those that really want to get into this, this is it here, http.daisyui.com. So it's Tailwind on top of something called DaisyUI. I'm dropping it in chat. Let's chat. I'm dropping it in chat. It's Tailwind on top of something called Daisy UI. So the core idea with Daisy UI is just like, think of it like Bootstrap but with components, yeah, on top of Tailwind. So okay, next thing after that is, so the next thing we want to do now is deploy our smart contracts. We deploy our smart contract to local testnets. Now we can decide to deploy our smart contract to let's say Polia, for instance. Who's down for that? Um, oh, is um, hello? Are you there with me?
Yes, yes, Daniel, we can hear you.
Okay, so this is the example UI. So this just basically proves the point that you can build any kind of UI you want to build. If you guys are UI obsessed, you can build the most pretty and the most beautiful UI on top of this tool. Um, let me see. I think that's just the major walkthrough to the app through Scaffold It. That's the major walkthrough through Scaffold It. You can go ahead and play around. So I think we have a template for the graph. For those of you that are using the graph, I think I will show you how to use it. We have a template for the graph. Yeah. So all you have to do is you go back to the GitHub. You look at the you look at the you look at the branches and you click subgraph package. So you can use that to build on top of subgraph. If we had time, I would have walked you through it. I would have walked you through it, but I don't think we have the time to do that today. But it's basically you can just read through the README. The README does everything you need to know about it, sets up the graph for you. Yeah, I think that's it. I think I'm done with it. Are there any questions? Hello? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, you can hear you.
Did you hear me for the past 5 minutes as I was talking?
No, I think we have a network issue. We couldn't hear the last thing you said. I think the few last things.
Okay. Okay, I'm going through it again. So I said what I was basically saying, yeah, was we have so this is the example UI to show how well you can build on top of it. This is the example UI. This is the same thing that this does. Like when you look at the debug contract, it's the same thing that this does. But here in this case, we have something that is just we have an input for set greeting. Yeah, we have a text box for set greetings. Is that cool? So now I can just come here and say test, and I can send the transaction. And I think our stuff here is going to change now to test. So basically, we've updated the greeting, but without using this UI. So you can decide to build out. Oh, Jesus. So you can decide to build out. You can decide to build out your own UI. You can decide to build out your own UI that looks like this. This is the debug UI, and this is the example UI. So you can decide to build out your own UI that looks like this. It's basically Tailwind. So for instance, I can say test send, and it's the same thing. Or let's say hi, and I can send, and we've updated the greeting here to hi. So it's basically the same thing. So you can build out your own UI that looks like this, and it allows you to just build on top of it. Yeah. I think that's it. That's the walkthrough. Does anybody has any major question? Chief, do you have a question?
Um, question. Um, So, Mr. Daniel, please, any other question? Any other question? Okay, I think no questions again. Does anyone have any question? No, no questions from this side.
Okay. 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 I think that's all. You guys should take care of yourself and have a wonderful evening.
I need to